Hola everybody, welcome to your reading for the period of March 28th until April 3rd. I will be starting with Pisces. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My email should be on the page that you're viewing. Otherwise, let's get to it. Pisces, things shifted very suddenly and it seems as though you are on the losing end of luck. There's very little you can do, and this situation is entirely out of your control. It may have been a situation where you spent more than you should have financially before you realized it, or you may have been affected by someone who feels very entitled to buy themselves whatever they want, whenever they want, because they feel they deserve it, or they just like instant gratification. So make sure you hunker down for now and play it safe for this week. Aries, you all are isolating yourselves. You have the card of Virgo here. If that resonates, this actually goes against your usual nature. You're doing your very best to use the time for introspection, meditation, centering, and mindfulness to the best of your ability. I know you guys are very anxious to be out and about. Try to channel your energy into exercise or something else active that will keep your mind and body moving. You'll see this downtime was a blessing in disguise when you come out of it totally recharged. Next, we have Taurus. There are two options available to you, and neither one is one that you relish. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, and you're very conflicted because either one is bound to have very negative consequences. The best thing to do is pick the lesser of two evils. This may not be optimal, but it will also allow you to it will allow you to resolve this inner conflict the only way you can, sorry about that, by willing yourself to decide between the two things you have presented to you. Next, we have Gemini. You guys have the card of Taurus and Cancer here. If that resonates for you, there is someone or an entity that's affecting you negatively. They have like off-the-wall ideas that have taken a specific goal off track. It could be someone who's oppositional to authority and rebelling, or someone who's known to have bad leadership abilities. You're at this person's mercy and their decisions. If this is not the case, then you're the one that has original ideas that go very much against the mainstream and may involve restructuring something that has always been very traditional and in place. Cancers, you all have no intentions of taking any risks or any adventures this week, understandably so, given what's going on. There's nothing that can drag you out of your shell, and you're quite fine to stay within the comforts of it. You know that doing so would be very foolish, and if you were to venture out of it, there are dire consequences that could be had. You actually prefer to stay true to your cautious nature this week and take care of your family. And for some of you, it might be baking, actually, doing a lot of baking. Next, we have Leos. You may have taken a hit in the pocketbook this week. This could be due to foolish actions on your part regarding finances, which may have set you back. Others of you could be working very diligently to offset your financial distress. I do see that some of you may be dependent on a person with wealth, security, and class to help you through this troubled time. If this is not the case, you, in fact, are the general person who is being benevolent and helping a person out in need who's going through a very difficult time right now. Virgos, there is a very difficult personality. We do have the card of Aries here, if that resonates, who you cannot seem to walk away from. Just like leave it alone. You keep returning to see if they can change their ways or if you can help them change their ways. There's no helping or fixing this person, and you'll need to force yourself to walk away. If you continue to let it bother you and continue to have contact, there's a chance that their behavior will escalate and they could become downright belligerent. So you don't want that happening. For others of you Virgos, if you are over involved in regards to somebody and trying to control them, step away, let them be. Okay? Libras, you're having a very, very difficult time and are frustrated with current imbalances, injustices, and humanity as a whole. As people are behaving at best very ill-mannered and pushing their way to get what they want, you're extremely bothered by this. You can't understand people who are pushy, excessive, and chaotic and do not think of their fellow man. Keep your eye focused on your home and your family to stay balanced and harmonious rather than the world going on outside. Scorpios, your home life and family has been turned upside down. There's arguments, discord, tension, and concerns. This could be causing a great deal of stress within your marriage, and it might seem as though the two of you are at an impasse and no longer have anything in common. Join together and focus on true fulfillment. If you wish it, it's very likely that you can restore success and abundance to the household and to your marriage. Next, we have Sagittarius says there will be a change in the dynamic to a connection or a social group that could result in a painful ending. This could involve an affair or a betrayal of some sort that leaves you feeling as though you've been stabbed multiple times in the back. You may feel powerless and as though this is one of the darkest times in your life. Try to take a break from these energies until you've regained a better perspective before it starts to snowball for the very worst, like mentally, okay? Capricorn, you're working very hard on forgiving, forgetting, and negotiating with another party. You have all the intentions to put past resentments behind you, but the other person is stubbornly holding on to them. In fact, when you try to communicate to resolve this, they're having none of it. Their pain runs deep and they're acting very childish and passive aggressive. Take a step back and consider a new approach with them at a later time. Now is not the time to do that. And finally, Aquarius, somebody is having unrealistic expectations and allowing their ego to drive their intentions. They're being selfish, doing what they want, regardless of how it affects others. I feel that you're coming in and delivering a harsh truth to this person that takes some sort of aback. It may cause some arguments and strong opinions, but it needs to be done. No Aquarius is going to sit back and not say anything when they see somebody lacking total empathy. So again, if this resonates for you guys this week, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. I would be happy to set that up. Stay healthy, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you all next week. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.